Good afternoon, Shubha Apuranno, and a warm welcome to this public speaking session on feminism and women empowerment. And we are really very happy to have Kamla Bhasin with us today, who will facilitate this session. And you must be all aware of Kamla Bhasin, who is a renowned gender equality and feminist activist in the region. At the same time, she is also author, poet. She has written number of books and poetry on women's empowerment and gender equality. Some of you might have seen all those books. At the same time, she is a advisor and founder member of Sangat. Sangat stands for South Asian Network for Gender Activists and Trainers. And also she is the coordinator for 1 Billion Rising in South Asia. In her early days, she worked for UN organizations, and she has conducted or facilitated many workshops, organizations, conferences on gender equality, gender sensitization, on feminism, for especially the high-level senior officials for development organization as well as for corporates. And she is very close to BRAC, and also she is one of the very close friend of our Abid Bhai. Many times she came for helping us to develop or sensitize Black senior officials on gender equality. And this time also she came to facilitate 2 batches of gender workshop for BRAC, and we are really very grateful and happy. She agreed to do this public speaking session today for BRAC and BRAC University. Another information I would like to say that Kamla Di has contributed significantly for shaping up women's movement in Bangladesh also, including in the region. Several times she comes and actually helps to bring this network together. We are really very helpful to that. With this small note, let's welcome Kamla Di among ourselves. With a big smile. Okay. Okay, so welcome Kamla Di. And the way we thought of today's session, Kamla Di will speak for a while, then definitely, yes, sir. Okay, so now over to Kamla Di. Namaste. You people don't respond. Namaste. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. So bondhura, first of all, I would like to pay my deepest condolences on the passing of Abid Bhai, and these deep condolences are not just from me. They are from feminists in South Asia, because Abid Bhai's passing on is not just take that out, take it out. Abid Bhai's passing on is not just a loss for Bangladesh or BRAC. Abid Bhai is leaving his body is
a loss for the whole of South Asia, for the whole global civil society. As Anna said, I've known Abid Bhai since 1976, 44 years. We were not very close friends, but we were friends. And for the last 10, 12 years, particularly, I've been coming to BRAC almost every year. So friends, he has left a big responsibility on you and all of us. We now have to make his dream our dream, his work our work. I also wish to remember and salute all our four mothers who have worked for women's empowerment, on whose shoulders we all stand. I mean women like Rokeya Sakhawat Hussain, women like Savitribai Phule, Fatima Sheikh, I mean women like Salma Sobhan, Asma Jahangir, Nasreen Haq. They all contributed, and it's because of them that I see so many women sitting here. It's not because of your government, it's not even because of BRAC that you are sitting here. I believe you are sitting here because of the women's movement. And I would like all of us to stand up for a while, thinking of Abid Bhai and thinking of every man and woman who has worked for gender equality. Stand with conviction, stand with dreams in your heart. শান্তি, ভালোবাসা। Thank you. I also wish to salute the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and your national constitution and my national constitution. For the first time in human history, on 10th December 1948, many governments of the world came together and said, all human beings are born free and equal with dignity and rights. Before that, it had never been said. I'd like you and me to recite this first declaration, Declaration 1 of the Human Rights Declaration. So please join me. All human beings are born equal and free, with dignity and rights. For me, no, this is the silence. For me, this is my most important religious mantra. In Hindu Dharma, we have many mantras. None of them treat me equally. This mantra treats me equally. So this is my most important mantra, which all our governments have agreed. So when I do my feminist work, gender equality work, I believe I am working for the Human Rights Declaration. I believe I am working for protecting and promoting the constitution of my country. If I don't protect it and I don't promote it, it's just words in a book. And unfortunately, they are just words in the book as far as women are concerned, as far as poor are concerned, as far as Adivasis are concerned, as far as transgender people are concerned. You had a Mukti Juddha in 1970-71. Together all of us had a Mukti Juddha when we got Mukti in 1947 from the British. But where is Mukti for women? I think we need another Mukti Juddha, a more difficult Mukti Juddha. I believe that Mukti Juddha, to throw out the British was easy. The British were thrown out, brown British Sahibs came up. In 71, the Pakistani lords and masters were thrown out. Immediately came our local ones. But I am not free in India to walk in my own street. In my country, 40% women suffer domestic violence. So, government figure. Our figure, 55%, 60%. This is not Mukti. It's not Mukti if in Dhaka street or in a bus I cannot walk without pushing the hands away from my body. Where is that Mukti? For this Mukti Juddha, I don't have to fight the Pakistani or the British there. For this Mukti Juddha, I have to fight patriarchy inside me. Patriarchy is sitting in each one of us. In some in a big way, in some in a small way. I find patriarchy sitting in me after 45 years of feminism. I still find it somewhere. I find it in my religion. I find it in my father, I find it in my brother, I find it in my partner. This Mukti Juddha is going to be more difficult. And I don't think bureaucratic organizations, I don't think NGOs can win any Mukti Juddha. It has to become a people's movement and not just a women's movement. So friends, this is what it is. I've been asked to speak on women's empowerment and feminism. Before I do that, I want to ask two questions. Those of you who think you are a feminist, please raise your hands. Okay, now next question. Those of you who don't like feminism, please raise your hands. Who are afraid of feminism? Politically correct থাকো না, বলো তো। বলো না, কেউ কিছু বলবে না। Those of you who are afraid of feminism, কেউ বলছে না। Lovely. So let's start. Let me start with the spirit of feminism, with the energy of feminism. In my feminism, the energy comes from songs and slogans. So আমরা এক স্লোগান দিয়ে শুরু করতে পারি? করতে পারি? দেখবো কেমন করতে আমি তোমরা। So I'll do in my not so good Bangla, I'll do a slogan with you in Bangla. ঠিক আছে? You have to say আমরা সবাই বলি and little bit of music, little bit of movement. কি বলবো? আমরা সবাই বলি ওকে, সমানতার জন্য, অসমানতার জন্য সবাই বলে না। This is not good enough for my feminism, so please help me more. সমানতার জন্য আর ন্যায়ের জন্য, মানবাধিকারের জন্য, ভালোবাসার জন্য, আদিবাসীর জন্য আর মজদুরের জন্য আর কুয়েরের জন্য আমি বলি রে বলি, হাজি বলি রে বলি। Great. So I begin with feminism, which in your language and my language is called Narivad. The word feminism comes not from feminine. Actually, feminine and feminism can be exact opposites. The word feminism comes from a French word called femme. F-E-M-M-E. They write F-E kintu bole femme. So it means exactly Narivad. My second point is that there is no one feminism. Just as there is no one socialism, no one Hinduism, no one Christianity, no one Islam, the Shias and Sunnis and others. So there is no one feminism. Why is that? Because feminism is a response to patriarchy. If there was no Purushtantra, there would be no feminism. We need feminism only because of Purushtantra. If there was no capitalism, there will be no Majdoor Andolan. If there was no British rule, there would be no Indian independence movement. And patriarchy is different from place to place. গ্রামে পুরুষতন্ত্র ভিন্ন হতে পারে, আমেরিকাতে ভিন্ন হতে পারে। At the time of Begum Rokeya Sakawat Hussain, a girl going to school was a feminist step. Big deal. Because girls were not going to school. Even today, for a girl in a village, going to school can be a big step. But for women in Bragg, the big step might be, you already got jobs, you've got education, now your big step might be, are you free of sexual harassment within Bragg? So, it keeps changing. Oh, jharu lagi. Thank you very much. Can we not open this anymore, please? They can come from there. Just close it, please. So, there is no one feminism. Adivashi Mahilar feminism bhinna hote pare. My upper class feminists like me, I may have other issues. And patriarchy keeps changing. 50 years ago when I started, there was no big pornography, there was no digital violence which was gender based. 50 years ago there was no acid attack. 50 years ago girls in my country were not being aborted because they were girls. So feminism, like patriarchy, keeps changing. ঠিক আছে? ওখানে কিছু চলছে, হইচই চলছে তো খুব ভালো। So friends, both women and men can be feminists because Feminism is not biological. Just because I am a woman, I become a feminist. No. Feminism is a belief system. Like patriarchy is a belief system. All men are not patriarchal. Many women are patriarchal who don't give their boys মাছের মাথা অথবা মুরগির রান, এটা স্পেশাল শুধু ছেলের জন্য। So women can be patriarchal, men can be patriarchal, women can be feminists, men can be feminists. It's not biological. It depends on your value system. If you believe in inequality, you are on this side. If you believe in equality, and on both sides there can be women and men. So the first thing to understand is feminism is not only something which women follow. I am sure many of you men sitting here are feminists. When we went to Beijing conference, there was a beautiful slogan which is also another way of saying what is feminism. Looking at the world through women's eyes. Usually the world has been looked at only through men's eyes. 99% of the books you are taught in Brack University are written by men. They are describing religions are all from the perspective of men. They decide what is religion, they interpret it, they talk about it. So looking at the world through women's eyes. When we look at the world through women's eyes now, then there will be a balance and there will be a proper perspective. If you look at the world only through men's eyes, then it is half true, and half true is not truth. Another way of saying is feminism is against sexism. Once about 30 years ago, 20-25 feminists of South Asia came together and we said, let's make a simple definition of who do we think is a feminist. So we came up with this very simple definition. Ki ache? It says anyone who accepts that women are discriminated against. Anyone who accepts that women are discriminated against, where? Within the family, at the place of work, and in society in general, and who takes action against it, is a feminist. According to this definition, a man, if he accepts that he is privileged, that he got more, if he accepts that, and who recognizes it in society, and he takes action against it. So next time his mother gives him murgi ran, he asks his sister to come and say, "Amra duijon khabo." He's a feminist. Though nije fatafat khai jay to feminist na. If his parents are giving him the whole family property, he discusses it with the parents and says, "Nah, this is the just now. I will share it fully." He's a feminist. A woman who does not work outside can be a feminist. You don't have to work in black to be a feminist. You can be a homemaker if you bring your daughter with equality, if you teach your son how to respect women, and every time he says something nasty about women, she tells him, this will not be tolerated, who doesn't allow her husband to beat her up, etc., etc. She's a feminist. So you don't have to be a particular kind of a job or etc. to be a feminist. You just have to believe in the Human Rights Declaration. You just have to believe in your constitution and work for it. You are a feminist. So feminism, I want to say something which we may not have. I believe 1500 years ago what the Prophet did for gender was a feminist struggle. But today what somebody like a Tetul Hujur is doing, that is not feminism. I believe most of the people today who stand up for Islam are against the Prophet and against what Islam could be, should be. I believe the Buddha was a feminist. Neither the Buddha nor the Prophet gave us equal rights. 4 marriages for men, although I am quite happy even with 0 marriage. So I definitely don't want 4 marriages. My God, one is more than enough. But I cannot judge the Prophet from the standards of 2000. I have to judge him from the standards of 1500 years ago. At that time when men could marry, were marrying 20, 30, 40 women, to say only 4 is a huge step. When 0 property was given to women, to say she'll get 50% of her brothers, I take it as a step towards gender equality. I wish people who took the responsibility of Islam after that took that struggle ahead. But he was a visionary. Today the people in charge of religion are Thekedars. So Thekedars will not lead us towards equality. We need visionaries to lead us towards equality. So friends, next point is that feminism is both local and global. Some of our struggles are global. For example, our struggle against rape. There is rape in India, Bangladesh, and rape in America. Household work mainly done by women is a problem in the Western world still and here. Sexual abuse, harassment is global. So struggle against that is global. But in America there is no fight against dowry because there was no dowry. In other countries there is no struggle against female genital mutilation because there is no female genital mutilation. So it is local and it is global because many parts of patriarchy are global and many are local. Okay? Feminism is 2 things. A perspective, a matadorsha, an ideology, believes in equality. So it's a perspective and it is an action program. It's both. Just as patriarchy is an ideology which says men are superior. Shami. What do you call your husband? Shami. Malik. দেখো মালিক বসে আছে এখানে। মালিক আমার ভাষাতে বলে পতি। হায় হায়। আর যখন পতি is not enough, then they say পতি পরমেশ্বর। শুধু ঈশ্বর না, পরমেশ্বর। Look at their faces, পরমেশ্বর। This is the ideology. When I call the man I married for 40 years, Shami, 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 I believe he is my master. And if I believe he is my master, why am I surprised when he slaps me? Masters can slap slaves. Part of the ideology. So this is ideology. When we repeat what is okay. So calling him Swami is okay. That means a man is superior. If he is Swami, then who is she? Dasi. Swami can't have a partner. Swami is a Swami. He is a master. She is a slave. So we have to give up these words. Even in English language. Husband. It's the same word as animal husbandry. What is husbandry? Control, domesticate. That is husbandry. So he is our controller, he is our master. And now I hope these women who are studying in Brack University will refuse to marry a man who is their master. Only if you want slavery, then marry a master. Today we want partners, we don't want masters. So this ideology has to go. And ideology is in what our religious leaders repeat every day in the mosque. What that Ketul Hujur says about us. That is ideology which says this is okay. In my Hinduism, কন্যাদান কন্যাদান কি জিনিস আছে কি গরু আছে কি দান করে ফেলো না গরু না ছাগল না ইনসান আছি and I have the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in my hand which says all human beings are born equal and free. আমার বাবাও আমার দান করতে পারবে না এখন. If I believe in equality. No point coming to Dhaka University, Brack University, taking degrees after MA. As a Hindu, I sit down and konna down karai. Or take dowry and get married. No use of that degree. You wasted the money of this country for getting that degree. And the man who accepts her like that also wasted his education for getting that degree. So, I come to the main point about feminism. Feminism is not anti-men. Feminism is anti-Purushtantra. Please understand this once and for all. We are not against men. Men are our partners in so many struggles. We are against people, both men and women, who are patriarchal. Sometimes I am against my sister if her actions are patriarchal. I am against my brother if his actions are patriarchal. Sister and brother both can be. Sometimes I'm against myself. When my actions, my clothes, my shoes are actually patriarchal. All these things can be patriarchal. So we are not against men. We are against a system called Purushtantra. What is Purushtantra? Purushtantra is a social system in which we believe men are superior and in which men have more control over resources, decision making and ideology. We are against Purushtantra, kano? Because my constitution is against Purushtantra. Because the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is against Purushtantra. I am also against Purushtantra. But if a man is a rapist, I am definitely against him. If a shashuri is horrible, I am definitely against her. If a nonod does not allow the bhabi to breathe in her home, I am definitely against a nonod like that. We have to fight such nonods and such shashuris and such swamis. We have to. If in my office a woman is not allowing other women to come forward, we are against her because she is patriarchal. So neither patriarchy nor feminism are biological. ठीक है? ठीक है, आगे चले? आगे चलते हैं. I believe, friends, many more men and boys need to become feminists. Not to support women. We don't need your support. If you behave yourselves, then we really don't need your support. If you don't rape, we don't need a struggle against rape. If you don't do domestic violence, then we are okay, no? If you don't tease us in the buses, we are okay. So don't become a feminist to support us. Become a feminist to support yourself. Become a feminist to understand. Become a feminist to understand how patriarchy is harming you. You really think that because you get Morgi run, you are great. No, you are not great, you know. You are as much in a gender box as we are. Sometimes your very gender boxes are narrower than the gender box of a woman. Now let me explain the word gender, क्योंकि I know people think they know what is gender, किंतु तारा जाने ना. Even very senior people in senior NGOs, से जाने ना. They think they know. Gender is not sex. Gender is not sex. Sex is biological, given by nature. So my body is female. That is sex. But this dupatta is gender, imposed by society. This is gender. And gender কে আমি এখানে রাখতে পারি. That is gender. So my cosmetics are gender. My kaner bali or my kaner this and my lipstick, that is gender. Society says I must look pretty all the time, and we have a house full of women who made themselves pretty before they came here. And these men who got dressed as macho and strong and muscles, this is gender. Gender আমাদের সামাজিক সংজ্ঞা. সমাজ বলে দেয় এই তুমি ছেলে তুমি কাঁদবে না, তুমি ছেলে তুমি পিঙ্ক পরবে না. Now in this room, for example, just by colors you can recognize men. All those people sitting with boring colors, 100% men. 100%. আমি ওখানে দেখতেই চাই না, ভালোই লাগে না. And মুছ মুছ, yeah, that is gender. So gender is something imposed by society. তুমি ছেলে তুমি কাঁদবে না. আরে বাবা, I am hurting. My mother is dead. My girlfriend has left me. I have emotions. I am not a bloody machine. না, তুমি কাঁদবে না, তুমি তো ছেলে. I feel weak. না, তুমি বলতে পারবে না যে তুমি weak. তুমি তো always strong. তুমি তো bloody ভগবান. Friends, here in this room you will find many women who have come in jeans and trousers. You won't find a man who has come in a sari. So our box is bigger. In our box, we can do many more things. We can do jobs, we can work at home. You only know one thing, how to do a job. If wife goes on छुट्टी तुम्हें भूखे मर जाते हो. So, actually patriarchy makes you very unidimensional. Only one job. It makes you dead emotionally. It makes you emotionally dead. You don't feel anymore. And who wants to marry an emotionally dead man? Who wants to have an emotionally dead brother whom I can't hold and cry? He say, hey, देखो कानू ना, हमारे भालो लगे ना. अरे bloody भालो लगे ना, so you have to. So, I think men, please you need to really understand how patriarchy is spoiling you, dehumanizing you. Now I know you have many benefits in patriarchy. You are only 50% of the human race. But you are more than 90% prime ministers in the world, presidents in the world, more than 90% Supreme Court judges, more than 90% you are heads of corporates, NGOs. But did you also realize that you are only 50%? But 100% rapists are men? 99% terrorists are men? 99% suicide bombers are men? More than 95% drug addicts are men? More than 95% mastans are men? More than 95% criminals are men? So what do you want? Only positions and this kind of criminality? So I believe patriarchy is hurting both women and men. We women have recognized it hundreds of years ago. In your country, a woman called Rokeya Shakawat Hussain, I don't know whether she had heard the word feminism or not, but she wrote that book, Sultana's Dream. Do you have a man who has written a book like that about patriarchy and men? You know, you are getting fooled by your power in patriarchy without realizing how horrible patriarchy can make men. It makes you horrible, it makes us horrible. None of us are allowed to follow our instincts, our interests. My feminism means that if my brother says he will do music, my feminism says I should go to my father and say, Baba, let my brother do music. I will look after your business. That is my feminism. My feminism is, if there is a man with disability, I will give him the chair. My feminism is to carry the bag for a man if he can't. Our partners. So I come back to gender and I take my dupatta back. Gender is a natak. Gender is a performance. That performance has to be taught. So please understand, those who don't know what is the gender, we are not against nature. We are not against Kudrat. We are not against our bodies. Why are we not against nature? Because nature does not create inequality. Nature creates diversity. In this hall there are some men who are very tall. Nature did not say that tall man is superior. Nature did not say the short man is inferior. She makes some short, some tall, some okay. She makes some people shada, some people kala, some people brown. She never says shada are superior. She doesn't say a rose is superior to another flower. She doesn't say an elephant is superior. She creates diversity, अनेकता. সে ভেদ বানায়, প্রকৃতি বিভেদ বানায় না. আমরা ভেদকে বিভেদ বানায় ফেলি. He is a man, he is superior. He is shada, he is superior. He is tall, he is superior. Bloody hell. What nonsense. So we are against gender because gender bibhed banaye. We are against class because class bibhed banaye. We are against religions which say that religion is bad. We are against bibhed. प्रकृति विभेद बनाए ना, प्रकृति भेद बनाए. Nature creates diversity, we create inequality. So we feminists are not against nature. We accept nature. I accept menstruation. That is my power. Only I have that power. I have no idea why nature did not trust men with this power. আমি জানি না, কেউ জানে কি? I have no idea why nature did not give men a uterus and breasts. আমি জানি না. She could have trusted you, but she didn't trust you. She only trusted us. তাহলে না, কিন্তু what has culture said, what has religion said? That my menstruation is napak, my menstruation is apavitra. When I menstruate, I can't recite the Quran Sharif or the Gita. My menstruation is dirty. Then all of you sitting here are bloody dirty, because you are all born from my menstruation. The Pope is born from menstruation. And being born from our blood, you call it napak? So in Bangla, do you know a word called namak harami? Bola tha namak harami? This is khoon harami. Khoon harami. You're born from our blood and then you call it napak and throw us out on those 5 days and don't let us do this. What is this nonsense? And for how many more 1,000 years will we accept this nonsense? If you don't like our blood, then we will not have children. Decide that. So we are against such stupid things. And we find these things patriarchal. We find these things against the Constitution. I find them against the Constitution. So we are against gender, we are not against nature, we are not against biology. Okay. There are another difference between feminists and feminists. Some feminists talk only about gender inequality, inequality between men and women. There are other feminists who know that gender is not a separate issue, that gender is connected with class, gender is connected with caste, gender is connected with race. We know that perhaps patriarchy was created to continue class and caste, because without patriarchy, caste and class cannot continue. You know, if I am a Brahmin and my son or daughter marries anybody, then caste will be over. So we fight against also class inequality. We fight against also caste inequality. So you will see many of us against class and caste and everything. This is called intersectionality. So for us the fight becomes a little more difficult. But there are feminists, these differences. Okay, the second word is simple, I won't spend time on that. Empowerment. Women's empowerment. Only feminism has fought against gender inequality. Socialism hasn't, democracy hasn't, nobody has. In my opinion, all religions are patriarchal. Not just opinion, study, understanding, all religions are patriarchal. Mane ki, they are controlled, interpreted, imposed by men. None of them accepts a woman to become the head of their religion. A woman cannot become a pope. So 50% women are useless for them. No other ideology has worked for gender equality, only feminism. Our objective is gender equality. If today there is no gender equality, who is down? Women. So women's empowerment becomes necessary. If men were down, we would bring you up. But if women are down, women's empowerment. For what? For gender equality. That's all. I won't say more on this. I will stop in a minute by saying that for me, the opposite of patriarchy is not matriarchy. If patriarchy is a disease, then matriarchy will also be a disease. Today, women are feeling deprived, discriminated, insulted, and if tomorrow my sons become deprived, insulted, I as a woman will still be unhappy. I as a citizen will still be unhappy. So friends, the opposite of patriarchy can only be equality. I don't know any feminist who has said, I don't want patriarchy, I want matriarchy. We don't have. So I'm going to stop here, Kintu after a slogan. And this slogan is a slogan which is being shouted all over India these days. We are very happy about it. It's the Azadi slogan which means freedom. So Azadi is a Persian word. It's not a Pakistani word, so don't bhai pao na. It's a Persian word. So you just have to say Azadi if you agree with what I am saying. Okay? मेरी बहनें लेंगी, मेरी माएँ लेंगी, मजदूर का नारा, किसान का नारा, आदिवासी का नारा, नारी का नारा, हम लेते रहेंगे, है प्यारा नारा, from patriarchy, from all hierarchy, from rape and plunder, from nuclear blunder, from media vultures, from monocultures, for dancing madly, for singing loudly, for self-expression, for celebration. Thank you very much.